effect that was placed there by an engineer. Okay, so you graduate from high school, you must have good grades in science and mathematics and in English language. Then you will go to college, okay, and you'll be scared because some professors are going to tell you that you can't make it because you are not good in physics, you are not good in chemistry, you are not good in mathematics, and don't think about biology. Because many people think if you're an engineer, then you don't think about biology, but there are aspects of engineering that you totally depend on biology. If you have to do biomedical engineering or environmental engineering or safety engineering, and there are industrial engineering, okay? There are all these aspects of engineering fields that you will need biology, you will need chemistry. You cannot do environmental engineering without chemistry and biology, and you must know your physics. And you think about, okay, why do I need economics as an engineer? Okay, you will need it because you will do your budgets. Okay, so as you think about engineering, think about many subjects that at this moment you think would have no bearing on your studies, but that you will need. Okay, I will not talk too much. I know there are questions that you may want to ask.
Thank you. Our fire department is just joining us. Thank you. And we may have one of you join our panel. We're just doing a panel discussion to share a little bit about your profession and share with the kids. How are you? Thank you. And so we just started to go around, kind of share your name and just tell a little bit about your profession, and then some other questions that we'll ask.
Just go ahead and talk now, or
I'll just have a seat. So Rhonda.
Okay.
Good morning, my name is Rhonda Souvenir and I'm a scientist. Oh, okay. So what we do as scientists is, in the laboratory we model diseases that you see in life, in the clinic, in people, and try to find out more about the disease and how better to treat those diseases. To become a scientist, you need 4 years of you need to graduate high school, 4 years of college, and about 5 to 7 years of graduate school. And to be an effective scientist, you absolutely need to learn how to get along with people. It's essential, because if you don't learn how to get along with people and communicate well, you will not be able to graduate from graduate school. Upon graduating from graduate school, you have the option of just going straight into a job as a teacher, as a professor, or you can do a postdoctoral fellowship. A postdoctoral fellowship is where whatever you would have learned in school, you learn how to apply it to your field now. During your postdoctoral fellowship, again, you need to learn how to get along with people. People who don't share your views, share your ideas, or your values, but you do need to learn to get along with people.
Thank you. And maybe just one of you can.
Okay. Okay. Good morning, guys. How are you guys doing? You guys doing good? Good. Well, my name's Jared, and this is our captain. He's Craig Weaver, and we've got two other guys. They're pulling up the engine right now. There's 4 guys on our engine, and we're at the station, just at Station 1 down on 5th East and 2nd South. So What we do, I mean, you guys probably know, obviously we do firefighting, but we also do any kind of emergency medical calls. So we're a paramedic engine, so we have 2 paramedics on there, and then we have a captain, and then the engineer is the guy who drives the engine. So there's kind of different positions in the fire service, but just basically any emergency medical 911 calls that come in, we'll run on those calls. We go on anything from broken arms to heart attacks to any sick person, anything like that. We do go on, also go on cats and trees, so we still do that occasionally. We do any kind of rescue services if there's a water leak or anything like that. We do all that stuff. To get hired, there's kind of different stages of education that you go through. To start out, you need your EMT, and then there's some state certifications for the fire service that you need to get that are required. With Salt Lake City, they'll actually put you through a kind of a recruitment camp, and they'll put you through the basic courses that you need. And it's in our job, in our service, we kind of just consider it as a continual education that you're getting. So as I came on, I went to paramedic school. That's a year-long school. There's different schools you need to become an officer, different classes you need to do, and so he's kind of in charge of us, and he'll be the one in charge of a fire if we go, and each one of us have different roles. And as she was saying too, there's a lot of you need a lot of people skills and need to get along, because when we go to work, we actually go for 2 days on, and then we're off for 4 days, and that just kind of rotates. Someone's at the station every day, all year long, and there's 14 stations in Salt Lake City. And then you guys have probably seen Gold Cross Ambulance. They're the ambulance service for Salt Lake, but we're actually the paramedics that will jump on the ambulance if we need to ride to the hospital. So that's kind of what we do. Just on a real quick note, I don't know if we can show you guys the engine, show you some of the tools that we have if you guys want to go look at those, and if you guys have any questions, feel free to ask any of us, and we'd be glad to show you anything that you want to see. So
thank you.
I just have a couple more things to add really quick. I'd just like to add that you do have to have, again, education is so important just with your basic high school, and most of our hirees in the last few years have had their college degrees. So it's something you need to definitely take serious as far as high school and your college. And that's the only thing I have to emphasize is it is a job of higher education. It doesn't seem like it is, but we usually do have, most of our hires are college graduates.
Okay, good morning. My name is Shanika O'Mara, and I wear several hats, and most recently I have acquired my Bachelor of Science in Nursing, and Ms. Gladys pretty much did a great overview of the nursing field. But prior to that, I worked in the field of public health, and Mr. Cadet spoke to some of the things that we do in public health. We protect the public health trust. So in my field, we looked at basically indicators in our community, such as immunization rates, violence rates, emergency rates, all kinds of things that will tell you, how is this community doing? Are they thriving? Are they healthy economically? And what we did was we put programs in place to help the community along. So, for example, we did a community-wide immunization program to inform people about the importance of immunizing their children. We looked at violence in our community, and I was in an inner city in the Northeast, and gang violence was a big issue. So we worked with the community. We pulled in churches and our politicians and our teachers, and we tried to look at programs to get the violence under control. And training that you need to get into the field of public health, there are so many different areas. Environmental health is one, maternal child health is one, epidemiology is one, biostatistics is one. My particular area is health education and promotion. And to be a health educator, you need a 4-year college degree. Of course, you need to graduate from high school. You need a 4-year college degree, and then you need to go to graduate school. And I got my master's in public health. And again, people skills are very important. You have to liaise with doctors, you have to liaise with scientists, you have to liaise with police officers, because these are all people that have a role in the community. So communication is very important. Cooperating and being humble, and some of the same things that we've heard on this panel. These are